This European Cricket Network event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software and Paramatch.
I want to ruin the start. Well, fittingly, the train is departing from the station. You'll hear that a few times over the next 2 weeks as we get ready for the start of our Hungarian adventure. And it's Prashar to come in. Oh, that's a very good ball first up. And just dug out. Well dealt with, actually, by Zishan.
Oh!
Knocked him over. What a fantastic start this has been from Prashar, bending the ball around the corner. And that's the first wicket that's fallen in this series before a run's been scored.
That's a huge wicket too. And mention how dangerous Zishan is with the bat. And he'll have to go. That's a huge, huge breakthrough early on by the Tigers, and a fantastic piece of bowling.
All right, in the air, but this is holding up. Someone should reach this. And it's dropped, it's put down. And that is Marco Huja. They're normally a very good fielder. I didn't realise towards the end it was his, but he kind of knocks it away. Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it could be a big one.
Now this is asking for trouble, and he's going to get it. It's gone all the way. It's Maximo. The first one of this series, certainly not the last.
Oh, it's rubbish ball and tucked around the corner. Very nice shot there, but that was too easy. It is his club, to be fair. This is going to be out, caught by the keeper. Done. Huja makes no issues with that one. That's the end of Safi. It's a big wicket right at the end of the power play. That's Safi gone, and after 3 overs, Zalmi are 18 for 2.
Funny old innings from Safi, really, wasn't it? Against his old team. Never really got going. Wasn't really that urgent behind the stumps either. It works in the end with Bashrat picking up the second wicket. This is flicked away. This one didn't really swing out. That's going to be our first 4. Our second 4, actually. Turns it down. Well, I suppose when you can do that with the second ball, then you've got no problem. That's the first ball that I think's lost probably forever. Maximo. Slow ball, last ball of the over. Going, and gone. Maximo. And Zalmi fight back at the back end of the 4th over. That's 35 for 2 after 4. Didn't go for too many, didn't pick up a wicket. But this first one sliced away, and that's going as well. Out of here, Maximo! Dealt up, trying to heat up. Inside out over point. This time he wants to go leg side, but he gets the top edge. This is going right back to the line, and it's going to be thrown away. Well, just like a fish that he couldn't, he's actually going to be given 6, I think. Where the umpire thinks he's actually stepped on the rope. He definitely has stepped on the rope with a second step. Well, this could be the latest cut in the history of cricket. He's backed away, and I actually was expecting to hear the sound of the stumps clattering here, but he chopped it down and up. And that's amazing. It's gone then one further bounce for 4. How do you describe that one?
That's
super
weird.
How close is it to the stumps?
He's gone.
Yeah.
It's a good fight back here from for 3. Sorry, good fight back here from Zalmi. This one's hit beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, Mohammed's a funny one because when he's hot, he's red hot. Sometimes he goes through runs where he finds it hard to string a score together. Anyway, Prashar finally does come back, but it's a different time, it's a different energy, and it's a different result. Maximo to start the 6th over. And he won't here. It's just a thick edge that's going to run away for 4. So Sultan is able to pick up his first 4. A bit easier. Sultan just flicks this one away. This is going to get to the boundary as well. So the drop catch changes the strike, and Sultan catches in with 4 runs. Well, that is absolute blast. That's high. Is it staying in? I think it is staying in. Right back to the line. It's going to be 6. So he's just tapped it over the line in the end. I mean, Dayarafna has been in the thick of the action so far. It's the second teaser he's had on the boundary. Life hard for themselves here in certain ways.
Whoa,
that's pitched up. That's out of here as well. So that is going to be a Maximo to finish the over, and it is game alive, 85 for 3 after 7.
Hope. Oh, slow one. Not well bowled.
Well, it's a leg spinner. Actually, it comes out as a traditional leg spinner that time. Goes a quicker one this time, but he's sweating on it. It's high, it's top edge. It's another tough catch that's going to get put down. So Tigers, look, these haven't been easy. And look, you don't judge it till both sides are fielded, but that's another opportunity that's squandered.
We'll see what happens this over.
What happens in the ninth? Munham was a bit expensive in the first, and he's going to be expensive here. Step hit and still travelling when we last saw it. Maximo! And remember, that Usman, he's had a couple of lives along the way. All right, goes with this as well. Hits it on the up and pounds it. And we've got our first Grizzly in the camera tower. Well, good morning. But we'll have to find a new ball. That one's gone as well. It's going to be 50 for Usman Mohammed. What a great innings. Only 15 balls. Pounds that one out of the ground. He hasn't even hit a 4, but he's hit 8 sixes in his half century. Quite amazing. As this is another high ball, very high. It's going to be caught eventually. Uses all 3 touches if it was volleyball, and Basharat able to reel it in the end. So the extra ball kind of works out well for the Tigers, doesn't it? As they finally get Usman Mohammed for 52, and the score is 112 for 4. What a knock that was from Usman, though.
Fantastic knock.
Steps and hits, and that one's out of the ground as well. It's a better spot to put it. Sultan probably knew what was coming as well, and he sets himself to go over the offside and goes Maximo. So, well, come back to it in a second. Up in the air, and that's out of here. So, Maximo to finish 132 for 4. Plenty of familiar faces, including a lot of former Tigers taking on the Tigers, their former team in match number 1. Score so far, 132, put on the board by Zalmi, recovered after a very barren first couple of overs. 92 or less if Zalmi would get all the points. Well, that would be a dream start. Getting ready to make a start. I had a bit of clarification on the time penalty, because I'll come back to that in a second, but there wasn't a time penalty in the first innings. As going to get going, Sadat Said just getting glanced away, leans on it, that'll run away. Well, this is interesting. Does he touch? He definitely touches the rope, but is he touching the ball? Because the ball then takes the jump, so I think that is going to be 4. But it was a weird one, because then he wasn't touching it anymore, right? But I think umpires get that spot on.
Comes the bowler again.
Goes upstairs, so in fact he's gone through the keeper as well. Asuma Jamil behind the stump, so that was a bit too spicy for everyone.
That's fantastic vision. This is hit through the leg side, going to go towards the boundary, and 4 runs. Oh, that's a lovely shot, played off his hip, 6 runs.
He steps and slices, just gets over the top, and that's running away for another boundary. So Basharat making hay while the sun's shining. And just like that, the Tigers are on the pace. They're 28 without loss after 2.
It's a nice shot. This is high in the air. It's coming towards us. It's over us. That's a nice shot. Holds the pose. 6 runs. 2 balls left. This, well, make that 44. That's gone away for 6. Didn't get all of it. Got enough of it. He's batting very nicely. It gets a juicy full toss, and that's dispatched as well. That's gone for 6. So I think it was a low full toss. Oh, it's not a good delivery first up. Gets enough of it. It's going to go down to the boundary for 4. Just a bit short and a bit down leg side.
As this next one is carved away, and that's going to be another 4 runs. So Seti going to work. At the moment, this 132 not looking too imposing with this opening partnership building.
A bit quicker one, nicely hit over the top of the gully fielder. Comes the bowler again, and this is lifted over the top. That's 6 runs, nice shot over that gully region again.
There's a little nick on this, there is. And so guess who? It's Usman Mohammed who gets this breakthrough He was so important with the bat. Now he breaks through with the ball. The Tigers lose their first set for 29, and it's 72 for 1.
It's a big wicket, and hasn't come too late though. This is hit in the air, could be gone, and nicely taken out there, down low. That's Izarula. He takes a neat catch, and that's the first duck of this tournament. Stano Hoosier has to go. And,
took it a funny way, didn't he? He really kind of got down, tried to cradle it, ends up sitting on his foot. But all's well that ends well for Izar. Yeah, disappointment.
In and hacks it over the top. There's no fielder back there. That's another 4 runs to the total. Nice shot, a little bit uppish.
Did score 50 last year. As this one is going to get straight through. That was the quick one. And so it's unhappiness for Jaya Kumar. This game swung around a bit now. It's another duck. And the Tigers are 80 for 3.
So they had to have some good batting left here, the Tigers. But it's, 3 wickets in the last 1 and a bit overs. Like that's again, and this is high in the air. That's way over us. That's 6. Nice shot.
Well, we're waiting for a knock there. That's the TV production container.
Oh, yeah.
And we talked about it earlier. We think that's right in the hot zone. Wow, that's 6. That's just right in the wheelhouse. Watch out. It's going to interrupt the Super Kings warm-up. Well, that was pretty good fielding down there. It will be Maximo. 6 runs. Just cannot bowl there to Prashant.
This is hit high again. That's over us again.
Well, brace yourselves. Just wide of the container, but Maximo. And that'll be 50 for Basharat, his first on ECN. Brings up the 100 as well for the Tigers. 17 ball, half ton, has put the Tigers in a very strong position now. Gets away with it. Now, this gets hit, and it's going to be an awkward stop. Won't be stopped. That's going to be 4. So Prashant with his first boundary. Well, this is going to be up and out of here. Maximo. And Prashant showing that power. Looks like Basharat enjoyed it as well. Gives him another sweaty hug. Nice ball, the 8th. Just leans on this. There's no one back in the outfield. So that's just going to pop 1 bounce and over the boundary. Basharat steered this chase well, hasn't he? Moves to 60.
Players are getting tired. This is hit in the air and 6. Players converging. Couldn't get there. Just did enough. This is in the air, over the top, and another 4 runs.
All right, in the air, and this game is over. It's out of here. Maximo, game set Maximo. The Tigers, they chase it with 9 balls to spare. Looks pretty comfortable in the end. They certainly had a few hairy moments in game 1. Salmi, that's a great test for where they're at. I know they've had a bit of a mixed start to their T20 season, but there's lots like them about them too. But the Tigers, well, they're back, and they're back with the bang. They pull off the opening match by 7 wickets.